What's up YouTube, it's your old school expert here with an update to the greatest old school Yu-Gi-Oh collection you've ever seen. Now this is old school Yu-Gi-Oh collection, not just overall Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Obviously there's some better ones out there, but you have probably never seen so many awesome old school cards all in one collection. And everything is first edition and everything's English. It's all mint or near mint condition, most of it being mint. So of course the first few pages you guys are probably pretty familiar with. We got the secret rares, the 000 on the left side. These ones came in the hobby boxes, the 24 pack boxes, and the ones on the right came in the retail. They're the end of the set. They all have different numbers. So the first three, then the next three had Pharaohs Servant, Labret, the Nightmare, Legacy of Darkness. And then Pharaohs Guardian, Magician's Force, Dark Crisis. And to finish it off was Invasion of Chaos and Ancient Sanctuary, and that's where I stopped collecting at Ancient Sanctuary because that's when they stopped producing the secret rares all the way up to Strike and Neos. So here we've got the Tournament Pack Ultra Rares. You guys have seen this too, it hasn't really changed. Mechanical Chaser, Morphing Jar, Needleworm, Royal Decree, Luminous Soldier, Tuncana Soldier, DD Warrior, Magical Arm Shield, and another Mechanical Chaser. That's one I pulled out of my box. These, obviously the first four are the real rare ones. Royal Decrees are up right now. This varies in price according to the ban list because it's a pretty useful card. But this is around like 65, 70 bucks right now. Of course all my prices are at the time of filming this video. Most of this stuff doesn't fluctuate too much because it's older and collectible and it's pretty steady. Morphing Jar. For mint ones are about 150. For a little banged up, you can get them around 100 bucks. These are all the supers from the first two tournament packs. Those are the only two I really care for because they had all original cards. After that, they started reprinting a lot of stuff. Still had some original cards, but a lot of it was reprints. Here we've got some promo cards. We've got the 3 DDS promos. Those are the big ones, obviously. Really rare, all in gem mint condition. That's really hard to find. We got the other DDS promos, the real easy ones to find. And then some promos from, these are from the Sacred cards. They're just kind of random. We've got some from Duelist of the Roses. Those are the Magna Warriors. Then we've got Valkyrion here, and then Sinister Serpent, Harpy's Feather Duster from Sarah to the Destined Duel. And then a couple of my favorites, Graceful Dice and Skull Dice. I loved using those back in the day. From Eternal Duelist Soul, I think. And then a few more promos. Got the original Gods, the Secret Rares from GBI. And then we've got the Exodia set, first edition. This has gone up a lot. There's one on eBay right now. By the time this video gets posted, it'll be gone. But it's at $265. That's the auction. It started at like 100 bucks. So first set Exodia sets are pretty expensive these days, and this one is mint. I've had it for a while, paid $55 for it back in 2007. And then here we got another Exodia set. This one, I pulled that, and that out of a box that I opened, and you can see that on my channel. We got a Spellbinding Circle, because in the artwork, that's what binds Exodia. 3 First Dead LOB Blue Eyes. These guys are getting really rare, and they've shot up to about $50 each for the near mint to mint ones. These are all, I call this my gem mint page, because everything on here has been pulled from a pack. It's pack fresh, perfect, nothing wrong with it. That's most of the binder, but this one especially, this page, because I pulled almost all this stuff. So we've got 4 Red Eyes, 4 Blue Eyes, and a Monster Reborn. It's all first edition. I did not pull the Monster Reborn, unfortunately, but it is beautiful. That's a really expensive page. This page is also kind of expensive. These Dark Magicians are almost about $40 now. The first SDK Blue Eyes, those are expensive. Another Red Eyes Dark Magician from SDY first edition, and 3 Guy of the Fierce Knights, all first ed. They're still about 10 bucks. That's like the only card from LOB first edition that hasn't gone up in price. We got all the supers besides Trap Hole, because that's probably my least favorite, even though it's got cool artwork. These are definitely my favorite supers. So we've got all the main magic cards, and then Flame Swordsman, can't leave him out. Maneater Bug is so useful back in the day. Even Curse the Dragon was decent. if you ran a dragon deck. Then we got the mix of Metal Raider supers and LOB supers, a couple of dark holes. So that's 3 dark holes. I'm willing to trade any of this stuff, but I don't usually sell. I'm not big on selling it because it's out of a collection. So I'd much rather trade. And there's the trap hole. And then here we've got some more LOB stuff and some other promos. We got some more First Ed SDY Blue Eyes and SDK Blue Eyes SDY Dark Magician Red Eyes Gaia. That was a gift, so I'm not trading that. That's from Black Rabbit 3333. Thank you very much for that. And just 2 Trihorns. One of them I pulled from a box. 2 of them I pulled, actually. I pulled both of these. One was from a full box, one was a box that I just scaled the hollows out of. So here we've got Metal Raider stuff, 3 Time Wizards. All the Metal Raider stuff has actually gone up in price. Pretty much besides Summon Skull, which just hovered around $8 to $10. But Time Wizard used to be like $4 or $5. Now these are about 10. Beast Skulls were about 8. That's how much I paid for each of these. And they're going for $20, $25. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Of course, got the Gate Guardian and the Guardian pieces. Took me a little while to get those. Barrel Dragons. These have gone up to almost $30. It's really crazy. I don't know. I guess there are more collectors now, so obviously the supply cannot get any bigger, so the demand must have increased. Here we've got all the Ultras from Metal Raiders, at least the Traps, 3 Horn of Heavens, 2 Mirror Force. These are still pretty good because it's very useful. Solemn Warning is banned. I wish it wasn't. I think it's pretty balanced at 1. Magic Jammer and 7 Tools. And of course Genzo the Trap Negator. It's one of my favorite pages in this whole binder. Then we got Magic Ruler. So we got MST. That's always expensive, especially now that Heavy's banned and Trinade is banned. So Forceful, Delinquent. There's talk about this coming back. This probably will never come back. It's way too good, but because it's free. But this, since you can't look at your opponent's hand and it costs 1,000 to activate, and it's a +1 basically, but you do lose 1,000 life. They might bring that back one day. Some Toon stuff. Megamorph, Axe of Despair. Of course, a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. More Magic Ruler. We got Relinquished and Ritual. And another Toon World up there. Some Spellbinding Circles. So here we've got more Magic Ruler stuff and a few other things. These Spell Cancelers are like $8 now. Here's another MST First Ed MRL. That's the most expensive MST. It's definitely the rarest. It's hard to find them in mint condition because that card's been played since day 1, or since the day it came out, which was, let's see, September 2002. So it's hard to find those in mint condition. Pharaohs Servant stuff here. Of course, I already showed you my only 2 Jinzos, but we got a lot of the Ultras here. Legendary Fisherman. I always like the artwork on that card. I thought it was pretty cool, and then it's from the anime, so that made it cooler. And it was useful in a water deck back then with a Tornado Wall when that came out, I believe in Labret the Nightmare. You can make a pretty good water deck. That, a Legendary Ocean, and the Legendary Fisherman made a pretty badass water deck. So we got 3 Buster Bladers, 3 Goblin Attack Force, and then First Ed called the Haunted. Well, I don't know why I say First Ed. Everything in here is First Ed. Ceasefire, Chain Destruction. I guess I just say it because like Unlimited Edition is just not worth nearly as much with this older stuff. So I'm always inclined to say First Ed. Some Labret the Nightmare stuff, one of my favorite sets. Magic Cylinder was like amazing when it came out. Actually, when it came out, Treasure Tribute, not that many people ran it. I mean, it was good, but really like the big cards were Gemini Elf and Magical Cylinder. And of course United. Everyone was all about United and Mage Power. So Destiny board that never really, it was too hard to use because it gets MST'd and then all of them are done. Legacy of Darkness, of course we got all the Monster Ultras and the Creature Swap. The only other Ultra was last turn. Here we got some more Legacy of Darkness, of course Injection Fairy Lily, gorgeous little redhead there. And it's pretty useful, especially if you're hitting direct. Man, 3,400, that's pretty powerful. Then here you've got Mage Power and 2 Mage Powers, Massacre Strict, Dark Necrophere, these are hard to find. First edition, mint condition. Then 3 Luster Dragons. And this was the one that was misprinted. It's supposed to be Luster Dragon number 2. But they left that out in the first edition. And I think the Unlimited one is misprinted as well. And then when they reprinted it as a common, they got it right. Here's some For Honor Guardian stuff. I mean, this set's not too fun in terms of the Ultras and Supers. Hellpalmer's pretty sweet. Lava Golem was really good. So was Ring of Destruction. Obviously, it's banned. But Don Zalug was good, but nothing else was really that useful. Guardian Sphinx, I saw some people using it. Never saw these used ever. This could be used. It's not terrible. Visor Shock's pretty useless. Nightmare Weird is cool, but it's not that great. It's kind of slow. So we got 3 Dark Paladins up here. These are the arid ones I've told you guys about. Pretty rare, about 40 bucks each. Or not the arid, but the corrected version. It was arid. This is the arid version, which is much more common than the corrected version. Then we got 3 Luster Dragons, and an XYZ Dragon, and an XY Dragon. Funny thing is, this is like, you know, $5 or $6 at first ed mint, and this is like 3. I don't know why. This seems like it would be the, you know, this is the complete one, XYZ, but it's a lot cheaper than XY. I guess because it's not as useful, I don't know. Then we got Reflect Downer, another one of my favorite cards. When the Chaos monsters came out, this became hot because it was a good light monster, decent effect. Still had 1700 attack, so you could use it as a beat stick. It was a pretty good card back then. Breaker, of course, was a staple for many years. Last Turn, that deserves to be banned because it's too weird. Here we've got Invasion of Chaos page. This hasn't changed. I'm kind of hoping he comes off the ban list because I think it could work at once. And now Monster Reborn is banned. I mean, what are you going to bring back that's so good using this guy? He can't be abused right now because all the good spell and magic cards are banned. So 2 BLS, which is good at 1. I hope they don't ever change that. 2 Strike Ninjas, and then these random ones here. And this is the last page. We've got just some random, some Ancient Sanctuary, another corrected Dark Paladin. If someone wants it, let me know. I will trade it because I already have 3. I don't really need a 4th one. So that's the binder. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys appreciate the old school, the nostalgic, I don't know how you say it, the purpose of this binder. That's the whole thing. The reason I collect this stuff is because it's nostalgic. But the thing is, it's a collection, so everything's mint condition. It's all first ed. It's all American English, no Asian English cards or foreign cards, and it's all in mint condition. A couple cards are near mint, but very few. I'm really picky when it comes to that. So if you ever trade me, you can expect a mint to near mint card, especially if I tell you if it's mint, it's going to be mint. There's no questions asked. So thanks for watching, guys. I just thought I'd share my old school collection binder. You gotta admit, it's definitely the greatest old school Yu-Gi-Oh collection binder out there. If you know of a better one, show me. Don't tell me because I won't believe you, but show me, and I would like to see it. But anyways, stay tuned for more awesome old school Yu-Gi-Oh openings, and as well as some newer stuff too. So thanks for watching.